Good morning. Hello and welcome to Yoga with Maria. I hope you're all well. It's nice to see your lovely faces, familiar faces, and welcome to anyone who's new at joining us this morning. I've got lots of friends from all over the world, including Denmark. So glad that you guys are here with us again. So just make sure that you've got a nice, comfortable space around you. You've got no immediate obstacles that are going to fall on you, because we don't want that. And also, if you've got any injuries, be really mindful of those. If at any point you're unsure about a move, or you think it might, is twinging or something doesn't feel right, just pull back. You can always just take a seat. You can just stand in mountain pose, which I'll show you later. Always just listen to your body. But let's begin by finding ourselves in a nice, comfortable seated position and close our eyes. So let's just take our focus and awareness into our breath. We're going to be inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So just be mindful if you're breathing with your mouth open. Just try closing it and bringing that focus into nasal breathing. Let's lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. Allow the shoulders to drop. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And we'll just do a quick body scan this morning, so just checking in. So if anything is particularly achy or stiff this morning, just give it an extra bit of attention as we go through. Let's take that focus and awareness into the tips of our toes, soles of our feet, heels, the ankles, the legs, knees, the thighs, into your glutes, your hips, your lower belly, and round into the bottom of your back. Take that breath and awareness to the center of your back, and then round into the middle of your belly, up into your chest, and round into the top of your back, your shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, your wrists, hands, fingers, thumbs. Trace that awareness back up your arms into your throat, round into your neck, the back of your head, your forehead, eyes, nose, your mouth, jaw, round into your temples, the top of your head and out. And keeping your eyes closed, let's together inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together. Exhale, bring them down towards our heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, bring them down towards your heart center. And one more time. Inhaling. Bring the palms together. Exhale, let them rest at your heart center. And we'll begin our class on an Om, inhaling through the nose. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Let's just do a bit more focus on that breathing. So let's bring one hand onto our chest, one hand onto our belly. You can keep your eyes closed actually if you like. Allow the shoulders to drop, the spine to be long. And just allow that breath to flow in and out through the nose. And just feeling on that lower hand, the belly, rising on the in-breath and then just falling, going back in on the out-breath. Doesn't have to be a big movement, but just notice the belly rising and falling. And just see if you can make the breath a little lighter. Almost as if you can't hear it. And if you want, you can put a tiny bit of pressure on your chest and your belly with the hands, just to encourage that subtle breathing. And then just releasing the hands. You can open your eyes for a second. What we're going to do is going to do a little breath hold, not for very long, and I'm going to allow you to do it in your own count, your own time. We're going to pinch the nose, so we're going to inhale through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose, and after that out breath, you're going to pinch your nose and just rock your head really gently from side to side, keeping the nose pinched. And you can do this for 5 counts, 10 counts, 15. You're not trying to hold your breath to the point where when you release your nose, you're having to take a big inhale. That's not the aim. The idea is just to kind of loosen any mucus that we've got in the nose. So as soon as you feel like you need to take a breath, just release the nose and try to bring back that subtle breathing in and out through the nose. We'll just do this once. So whenever you're ready, just inhaling through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose and out through the nose, pinching the nose, and then just rocking the head from side to side, just loosening up any blockages we might have. And as soon as you need to, just stop the head rocking and release the nose. And continue with your subtle breathing. Really nice. And then let's just take the shoulders to the ears, really crunch them up, and then just let them drop. And again, really squeezing them, and then release. And squeezing. And release, and then just getting into those shoulders, just inhaling, bringing the shoulders up, and then exhale, letting them fall behind. If you can try and make the movement really big and really isolated, so if you find that your arms and your hands are moving, just see if you can relax them and just allow that movement to come from the shoulders. And then try that in the opposite direction. I don't know about you, but I always find that mine are so grindy, especially in the morning. And then just releasing that. Let's just take that into the neck. So again, just allowing that head to go over to one side, and allow that chin to do little half circles across the chest. Keeping that breath flowing in and out through the nose. And then if you want to keep the head over to one side, you can take the other hand, give it a little bit of extra weight. Maybe you want to just give it a little rub, a little press, a little massage. Or you can just take the opposite arm out and just give it stretch in that way. Just breathing into any tightness that you've got in there. And then switching over to the other side. And again, you can just use the weight of the head, or you can have the hand. Stretch out the opposite arm, or give yourself a little rub. Just whatever you need this morning. Great. And then let's just take those legs out. Sort of not too wide, but not together. Making sure that you can get the legs straight and the knees pressed against the floor. If that means you need to bring the legs in a little bit, then do that. So whatever kind of works for you. Try and keep that spine nice and long. And all we're going to do is going to interlace our fingers. And it's as if we're stirring like a big pot of something really tasty. And we're just going to take that arm out, across, and then into ourselves. So it's just a way to start warming up the legs, warming up the hips, and engaging that core muscle of the belly. So you can keep these movements quite small. If you want, you can challenge yourself and try and take that circle really far back. And then once you've had a go in one direction, you can change that for the opposite direction. Nice. And then just bringing that to a stillness. Let's just take that into the chest while the legs are out. So inhale, taking the chest forward, and then exhale, taking the chin in towards the chest. And again, try and keep that movement in line with the breath. And then let's bring our knees in. I'm just going to lengthen the spine, allow the shoulders to drop, keep those knees tucked in towards the chest. Start to engage the tummy muscles, so you're taking that belly button in towards the spine. Just bring the feet off the floor, give them a little wriggle. Again, see if you can find the extra lengthening in the spine and the neck. Really nice. So you've got a few options here. You can stay here in this nice little balance, or if you want, you can take those legs out and then bring them back in. And you can have the arms behind you if you want. You can just keep that focus on the legs, but if you want, you can also open it out to a little poke pose. In either one, just making sure that you engage in those glutes. You're really working these bum muscles. Right. And then whichever one you're doing, let's just again meet in this little balance here. Allow the shoulders to drop again. Allowing that breath to settle in and out through the nose. And then let's together all go down. And again, put those elbows behind if you need to, if you need them as support. Let's lengthen the legs, let's squeeze the glutes, pressing the belly button in towards the spine. See if you can keep that ease in the breath while you're here. Great. And then coming up, really well done. Bring yourself around into your tabletop again, putting something underneath your knees if you need to. Spread those fingers, just make sure your knees are hip width distance. Again, let's inhale, take the gaze towards the ceiling, and then tucking the chin in towards the chest. Again, see if you can be quite mindful of the movement. So you're pressing the feet into the floor, tops of the feet. Really feeling each part of your spine moving up and down. And then if you want, you can free the movement up into your little Friday disco cat. So you can sit back on your heels or just swim through those arms. And just take a little look behind you. And let's just bring that movement to a stillness. And then just spreading those fingers, pressing the knuckles into the floor. Just lifting those knees up and pressing the tops of the feet into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Press the belly button in towards the spine. Make sure you breathe. And then release. Let's just take a little opposition stretch. So taking the right arm out on the left leg. Reaching and lengthening. And then we're just going to take the elbow towards the knee and bring them into the center. And then tuck your chin in towards the knee as well. It's like a little crunch. And then extend and lengthen. And again, little crunch. Extend and lengthen. And one more. Crunching. And then extend and lengthen. And release. And let's try it on the other side. And lengthening the left arm and the right leg. Bringing that belly button in towards the spine. Find that balance first. And then bringing the elbow and towards the knee. And the chin towards the knee. Extend and lengthen. And then crunch. Extend and lengthen. And one more time. Extend and lengthen. And then release. Tucking the toes. And then just allowing yourself to hang nice and heavy in your ragdoll. So just keeping those knees nice and bent. Give the head a little nod. Give it a little shake. Maybe you want to give yourself a nice hug. Or perhaps you want to do a few twists from side to side, whatever feels good. And just releasing the arms if you're giving yourself a hug. Give that head a little nod, and that's the last thing that's going to come up as we just roll up through the spine, allowing that spine to stack vertebra by vertebra, and just allow that head to be the last thing. And then just enjoy that moment of a nice alignment. And then just start to paddle through your feet, pressing the tops of the toes on the floor to stretch out the top of the foot. And just walk your way to the front of your mat, or just make sure you've got enough space behind you to do your sun salutations. Bringing those toes together, the heels slightly apart. Just work your way up through your body, so you're spreading the toes, engaging the legs, little micro bend in the knees if you need, squeezing the glutes, belly button in towards the spine, chest open, shoulders back, your mountain pose. You can come back here whenever you need to. This is always a good pose if you've got balance, just to realign yourself, come back to your mountain pose, and then start again. So let's together inhale, take the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. Just check where you want them. So just spend a moment, make sure they're shoulder width apart, spread the fingers. From here, step back into your plank. Let's bring the hips down, take the weight forward, squeeze the glutes. Belly button towards the spine, the neck nice and long. Really nice and solid. And then if you need to, bring those knees down. Either way, the elbows are going towards, as if they're going towards our feet, not out to the side. So we're going to take that chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Just hold that up dog for a few moments. Again, perhaps you've got your hips and all your legs on the floor and the elbows are bent. Keeping those elbows in towards the body, or you're lifting up back of on the back of the feet. Tops of the feet, rather. Open that chest. And then let's tuck the toes for your downward dog. Have a little walk if you need, as the first one. So just enjoy twisting the hips if you like. Perhaps giving the ankles a little twist. And then just bringing those feet hip width distance apart, pressing the heels towards the floor, spreading those fingers. We're trying to twist the elbows round as if they're trying to face back towards the fingers. Inhale, take your gaze towards your hands. Step your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release, toes touching, heels slightly apart. Let's go again. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands where you want them. This time, let's step or do a little jump into your plank. Weight forward, engage the glutes. Tummy in towards the spine. Knees down if you need. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, down dog. Again, move your feet. Don't feel like you need to stay glued to where you've jumped or walked to if they don't feel right. You know, sometimes it's worth just playing around, walking them closer to your hands or further away to see what difference that makes in the stretch. Taking the gaze towards the belly button. Inhaling, taking the gaze towards the hands. Step or do a little jump towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's go straight in for another one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway. Plant those hands where you want them. Step or jump back into your plank. Really set yourself up. Take that weight forward. Engage the glutes and then come down. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Spreading those heels. No, spreading the toes rather. Pressing the heels back towards the floor. Pressing those knuckles that tend to try to creep up. Press them into the floor also. Really nice. Well done. Inhale, take your gaze towards your hands. Step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Mountain pose, toes touching, heels slightly apart. Shoulders back. We're going to do our sun salutation B with some warrior poses. We'll start with a chair pose. So we're going to inhale, exhale, bend, squeeze those glutes, lengthen out with the arms into a chair pose. Keep the shoulders down, knees together. Really good, nice and solid. And then let's take the nose towards the knees, halfway lift, plant the hands, step or jump back into your plank, weight slightly forward. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck in the toes. Exhale, down dog. Let's step through with that right foot. Warrior one. 90-degree bend in that right foot, that right knee. Bringing these hips round towards that right knee. Pressing the left foot in towards the mat. Shoulders down, arms up. And breathe. See if you can make that breath subtle, lighter. In and out through the nose. Open into your warrior two. Just turning these hips round to the lengthways of your mat. Lengthening the arms. Gaze towards the right fingertips. Really nice. And then reverse the warrior. Taking the gaze towards that right forearm. Can be curved or straight. And the left hand can stay on your leg or you can come round your back for a little bind. And then cartwheeling the arms round and down. Stepping back into your plank. Again, just find that position before you go down. Squeeze the glutes. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Let's go on the left side. Stepping through with that left foot, 90-degree bend in the knee, bringing these hips round. Really nice. Always good to make your corrections. Pressing that right foot into the mat. Arms up. Shoulders down. And breathing. Lengthening those arms. Really good. Open into your warrior two. Bring these hips round, just checking that knee, still nice and 90-degree bend. Gaze towards the left fingertips. Nice and solid, really good. Well done. Reversing the warrior. Again, make your choices. You can have it rounded, long, bring the arm round. Whichever one works for you. And then allowing those arms to cartwheel down. Planting the hands, stepping back into your plank. Again, just set yourself up. Weight slightly forward, squeeze the glutes. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. Again, move your feet if you need to. Just make sure they're kind of a hip width distance apart. Press those heels towards the floor. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Really good. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands, step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, chair pose. Shoulders down, lengthen the arms, squeeze the glutes. Coming all the way up. And release. Nice, well done. Let's do a nice little tree pose again today. So mountain pose, toes touching, heels slightly apart. I'll mirror you, so let's do the right foot first. Again, don't worry about if you can get your foot high or low. Some days you're better balancing than others. Just don't pop it on your kneecap. So bringing that foot where you want it. Just bring the hands on the hips just for a second. Ideally, you kind of want to try and keep them nice and square. You might have a tendency to sort of twist around. Bringing the palms in towards the chest, shoulders down. Really squeeze and fire up that glute on the standing leg. It's nice and strong. Taking the arms up and out. And if you want, you can take your gaze towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes for a moment. Keeping those shoulders down. Really good. And we're just gonna mess with this move. Free it up a little bit. So you can keep your arms open if you like. You might need to move them. We're just gonna take the leg in any direction you want. Freestyle tree. And then change the position. Yeah. So this is where you have to really work to keep that balance, but that's good. Allow yourself to wobble. And then just keep changing that leg position. Yes, just be creative. Take it behind you. Take it to the opposite side. Maybe bend that supporting leg. Whatever you want to do, just kind of be a little bit creative. And one more. And then just releasing it. Just give the legs a little shake. Really well done. And let's take it on the other side. So bringing that left leg up wherever you like it. Or wherever it'll stay. Just again, check in with the hips. Just making sure they're nice and square. Towards the front. Shoulders down. Again, just give that supporting leg a squeeze. Make sure it's nice and active. And taking the arms up and open. Drop the shoulders. And again, maybe you want to close your eyes for a second or take your gaze towards the ceiling. Keeping those shoulders down. And keep breathing. Really good. And then let's just free it up a little bit. So just allowing that leg to go in any direction. Hold it for a breath. And then change. So using those hands and the arms to keep you in balance. Challenge yourself, yeah? So really maybe push yourself out of your comfort zone and allow yourself to just wobble a little bit. Yeah. Really good. Keep breathing. Really nice. One more. And then just release. Great. Just give those legs a nice little shake. We'll do an extended side angle. So bringing yourself into your warrior two. I'll mirror you. So take the right foot pointing at 12 o'clock. And then the left foot pressing in towards the mat. 90-degree bend in that knee. If that knee's not feeling great, just bring it back a little bit. Really fire up those glutes. Tummy in towards the spine. Arms nice and long. We're going to reach towards that right side. Reach, reach, reach. And then extend over. You've got choices. You can keep the forearm on the leg, or you can bring it down the side of the leg. Or if you want, you can bring it under and round into a little bind. And breathing. If you're in the bind and you want to just experiment, maybe extending that leg, just straightening it up for a moment, you can. And if you're in the bind, just releasing that bind and extending back out into your side stretch. And then let's cartwheel the arms around. And then flip the feet. Let's go on the other side. A nice 90-degree bend in that left knee. Pressing the feet into the mat of the right foot. Hips lengthways to the mat. Arms long. Gaze towards the left fingertips. And then reach towards that left side. Reach, reach, reach. And then extend over. Again, you've got your choices. You can keep your arm there. Or you can bring it down the side of your leg. Or you can reach it under and round to take a bind. Either way, try and take that gaze towards the ceiling or the forearm. If you're in the bind and you want to have a little stretch of that leg, you can. Keep breathing. If you're in the bind, you can release that. Just come back into your side stretch for a moment. And then cartwheeling the arms around. Great. We're going to take that into a twist. So again, you might want to put a little cushion under the knee for a moment. Let's bring that right knee up. And then the left leg tracing along the line of the mat. Just check that ankle's not going skew-whiffy. So press the top of the foot into the floor. Lengthen that ankle. And then let's take, in fact, I'll do it with you, so I can see you. Let's take the left arm up and over that right leg. So bringing that arm around as much as you can. Palms together, bring them in towards the chest. Gaze towards the ceiling. You can stay here. You can open those arms if you like. Or if you want, you can tuck that toe and lengthen out into a low lunge. Gaze towards the ceiling if you can. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then let's cartwheel the arms around, firing up in that right leg. Really good. Let's take it on the other side. Again, let's just set yourself up. Just check that that right leg again is nice and in line with the mat. The ankles straight and not going skew-whiffy. Right arm up and over that left leg. Yeah. So really getting that under your shoulder, right across the leg. Arms together, towards the chest. Gaze towards the ceiling. You can stay there. You can open the arms if you like. You can tuck that toe, press out into a low lunge. And again, breathing in and out through the nose. Really good, well done. And then fire up in that left leg and bring those arms around. Great. Nice. Let's take ourselves into a little squat pose. So bringing yourself down nice and wide in that stance, putting the heels on the floor if you can. If your heels don't reach the floor, maybe just roll up the edge of your mat and tuck your heels underneath, just to give you a bit of support. Either way, we're going to lengthen that spine, lengthen the neck, squeeze the glutes. You're pressing these elbows out. Nice. Lengthening that spine, beautiful. And then from here, you can stay where you are, or if you want, you can extend one of the legs out. So again, you might want to bring the heel up, or you might want to drop and sit deeper into that. They're just both slightly different. And then from here, you can use your hands to start with, just taking your weight over to the other side. And again, have a little play around. So see what it feels like to put the heel down in that side, or to sit up into it. They're both different. And just switching over to each side, just kind of building up momentum. And again, you can keep using your hands as support the whole time. Or if you feel that your knees, your legs are warm enough, you can bring the hands up and take that weight over from one side to the other. Beautiful. Really good. And then just sitting back into your squat. Getting that breath back, lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. And then from here, we're just going to walk out into our plank. So we're going to walk out, we're going to engage those glutes, take the weight forward, and then walk our hands back into our squat. And one more time, taking yourself out to your plank. Finding that optimum position. And then we're going to take ourselves over to a side plank. So stacking the feet one on top of the other, it doesn't matter which side. Lengthening the arm, taking the gaze towards the hand that's stretched up towards the ceiling. If you want to raise that leg, you can. Keep breathing. And then just changing over for the other side. Again, if you feel that hip dipping, just see if you can pull it up a little bit. Lengthen the opposite arm towards the ceiling, and you can stay there. Or you can raise that leg for a moment. Really nice, well done. And then releasing that, coming back into your plank just for a moment. Great. Bringing the knees down and just pressing back into a little prayer pose. Forehead on the floor, pressing the bum back towards the heels, lengthening those arms. And if you want to lift the palms up, so it's just the tips of your fingers, you can get an extra stretch in the hands. And then bringing your hips forward into your up dog. But let's bring the hips down so they're kind of pressed into the floor. Maybe you want to bend your elbows a little bit, bring the shoulders down away from the ears. And then just take a little look over your right shoulder. And then a little look over the left. Sitting back again on your heels, just stretching out again into prayer pose. Bringing the fingertips, the hands off, so it's just the fingertips on the floor. Great. And then sitting up and bringing the legs out in front. We'll do a little staff sequence. So let's bring the left leg long and the right foot coming in. Actually, let's do the knee first. So you're kind of hugging that right knee in towards your chest, shoulders down. We're going to take the left hand behind us, the right hand, the arm's going to come reach forward. So it's almost as if you're trying to get your shoulder beyond your knee. And then you're going to reach around. It's kind of a bit of a weird move, but you have to kind of reach around, twist the wrist, and then see if you can get that left hand to meet the right one. And you're just squeezing that right knee in towards the body. And then from here, you're just going to relax that head towards the left leg. Nice, well done. Releasing that, you've got two choices. You can either then just allow that leg to go flat, the right one, with the foot pressed in against the left leg, or you can bring it up and make it sit on top. So it really just depends. If your knee starts pinching, then just bring it down and move it down the leg a little bit. In either position, we're just going to inhale, lengthen the arms, and then reach forward. So you're keeping this left leg really engaged. If you can reach your toe, great. If you can't, don't worry. Keep this left leg nice and activated, keeping the spine nice and long, shoulders down. You're pressing those left toes towards the ceiling. You're going to try and lift your heel off the floor, so it's really active. Lengthening that spine. Great. If you want to just relax it for a moment, see what difference that makes, curving the spine, allowing the head to relax. Great. And then coming up, and let's just do it on the other side. So lengthening the right leg, you're bringing the left knee in towards the chest. So we're going to take the right hand behind us. This time the left arm comes up in front on the inside. So you're reaching forward and then you're twisting that left arm round the back and see if you can get the right hand to clasp the fingers. And you're squeezing that left leg in towards the body and taking that head down towards the right leg and breathing. Coming up, and again you've got choices on this one. So you can either just bring the sole of the foot against the right leg, or you can bring it up on top. Again, if your knee starts to pinch in any way, just bring it down and release it. Let's engage that right leg. So pressing the back of the knee into the floor, pressing the heel up, toes towards the ceiling, arms up, and then lengthen. Again, if you can reach the foot, you can kind of use that as a bit of an anchor. Otherwise, maybe grab a little bit of the leg wherever you are. Pressing that knee into the floor. Really nice. Lengthening that spine, lengthening the neck. And if you want to relax over into it, curve the spine, allow the head to be heavy. Just breathing into that tightness. Really nice. And then bring yourself up. Taking both legs out in front. Lengthen the arms up and reaching forward. So again, just have a little play around with engaging those legs. So pressing the knees into the floor, try and lift the heels up, toes towards the ceiling. So you're really working those legs. You can lengthen that spine. Great. So even if you're up there, you're really working those legs. And then allow that body to relax over them just for a moment. Use these hands on the legs if you need to. And just allow gravity to do the work without bouncing. Just relax as much as you can. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Bringing yourself up. Nice. Let's just take this into a little side stretch. So bringing the right leg out long and the left knee tucked in towards the body. I'll mirror you. We're going to take the right hand on that left ankle, and then we're going to just take the left arm over. So it's more kind of like you're working two things. You're working the nice side stretch in that left side, and also the leg. So you're engaging this leg. If you can grab the toe, great. Again, you can use that as an anchor. Otherwise, just imagine you're taking that chest as if towards the ceiling. So you're really opening that torso. Again, try to lift the heel of the foot off the floor. So you're really working that leg. And breathing into that side stretch, into that rib cage. And then let's change over for the other side. So bringing that right knee in, lengthening the left leg, left hand on the right ankle. And again, stretching over to that side, wherever that is for you. Again, imagine that the chest, the torso is going towards the ceiling. If you can grab your toe, you can use it as an anchor. If not, again, just allow gravity to do the work. Really working that left leg, pressing the knee into the floor, toes up. If you can lift the heel off. And again, just breathing into that side, into the rib cage. Great. Coming up, allowing both legs to be wide, or as wide as you can get them without lifting the knees off. If that means you need to bring those legs in a little bit, then do that. The idea is to keep those knees down and taking the knees behind. Don't let them fold in. So really work those hips to press those knees as if they're going behind you. Again, let's lift the heels off the floor wherever they are. If that feels really uncomfortable, bring those legs in a bit. Lengthen that spine, lengthen the neck. Really good. Let's bring the arms up and then lean forward. So the heels might go back down on the floor, and that's okay. And then from here, just take those hands wherever you need them. They're going to be your support. If that means you've got to bring your hands back up quite high, that's fine. Just with each out breath, just see if you can walk those hands a little bit further out. Allow that head to be heavy and relax over. Again, play around with pressing those knees into the floor. Yeah. Working them hard, make sure those knees are not folding inwards, but they're working towards the out, as if they're trying to go behind you. Nice. And breathe. Really nice. Bringing yourself up. Let's take ourselves onto our back. Really good. Let's put our feet down, our knees pointing towards the ceiling, spine nice and long, palms towards the floor, chin tucking in towards the chest. Let's just raise those hips up into a bridge. Try and flatten the tummy so the belly button is going towards the spine. You're really engaging those glutes. pressing the feet into the floor so you can lift those hips a little bit higher. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes. Keep the neck long. And then just release those hips back down. Try and keep that movement quite slow and controlled. Great. We're going to go again. So again, pressing those feet into the floor, lifting the hips. This time we're going to raise the right leg and lengthen. Use the foot of the left foot to press. See if you can lift the hips and that leg a little bit higher. And then releasing. Using the hands if you need to, bringing the left knee in, and then lengthen that leg, wherever that is for you. Again, using that right foot, press into the earth, lift those hips a little bit more, and then releasing. Again, raise those hips just a fraction more, and then slowly release. Really nice. Now we've got two options. You can either go back into a bridge, and this time you can clasp the hands underneath you, or if you want to go into full wheel, if that's in your practice, bringing the hands at the side of your head, and then lifting into wheel. Either way, engage in those glutes. If you're in full wheel, see if you can lengthen and straighten the arms. And then releasing. Again, allowing that spine to come down slowly. Bringing the knees in towards the chest. Just give yourself a little rock from side to side. Or little circles with the lower back. Placing the feet back down. Let's bring the right ankle up and over the left leg. Bring that left knee in towards the chest. Take the right hand in that little window of your leg. Bring it round to meet the other hand. Interlace the fingers and then bring that knee in towards the chest. And just see if you can lengthen out the spine. Just so you can really feel that stretch in the lower right back and the right glute. Keeping the neck nice and long. Releasing that. Let's go for the other side. So putting the right foot down. Bringing that left ankle over the right leg. And then bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Left hand through that little window of your legs. Bringing the hands round to interlace the fingers. And again, hugging that knee in towards the chest. Again, seeing if you can sort of lengthen in the lower back. Press it into the floor. Really good. Releasing that. So bringing both knees in, arms nice and long. You can take the knees over to the left, the gaze to the right. If you want to intensify that stretch a little bit, you can do the little eagle pose legs. So bringing the right knee over the left, twisting the legs round, and then taking the knees over to the left. Taking the gaze to the right and imagining that that right shoulder is sinking into the floor. Bringing the knees up. If you're in the little bind, just release that bind. And then taking the knees over to the right, the gaze to the left. Or if you want to stack the left leg over the right, wrap the legs around one another, you can. Lengthening the arms. And again, imagining that that left shoulder, with each out breath, is just sinking into the floor. Great. Bringing the knees in, unraveling the legs. Do a little ball. Squeeze everything together. So bring the knees into the chin, ankles together. Wrapping the arms around to meet the elbows and give everything a squeeze. Really squeeze. Oh, squeeze everything. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. And just allow yourself to be supported by your floor in your Shavasana, your corpse pose. Just allowing the legs and the ankles to sort of flop towards, to open out, allowing the shoulders to melt into the floor, the head to be heavy. Just allowing your whole body to take in the practice this morning. Really well done. And I'm going to read a little quote this morning. I've read this one before, but I really like it. And it's based on a Novawa song. I walk in beauty before me. I walk in beauty behind me. I walk in beauty above me. I walk in beauty below me. I walk in beauty all around me. The whole world is beautiful. The whole world is beautiful. The whole world is beautiful. And just start to bring some awareness back into your body. Give the fingers and the toes a little wriggle. If you want, take the arms above the head, give yourself a nice stretch. And then allow yourself to go over to one side. And keeping your eyes closed, just slowly bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Let's together in the corners of our homes. Inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling, palms together. Exhale, bring them down towards our heart center. And again, inhaling. Palms together. Exhale, bring them down to your heart center. And one more time. Inhaling, arms up. Palms together. And let them rest at your heart center. And we'll close our class on 3 Oms, followed by Shanti. You can join in or you can just listen to the mantra. Inhaling through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Really well done. Beautiful practice. You'll be proud of yourselves. If you are able to donate for the session, you can do that via the website, www.yogawithmariagray.com. So thank you for your continued donations. We have meditation now, so if you want to hang around, we'll be back in a couple of minutes to do your meditation based on beauty. and beautiful things about ourselves. So if you can join us, then great. Otherwise, we do have yoga tomorrow at 11. I wish you a pleasant weekend and hope to see you soon. Take care. Namaste. Hello, welcome back. Welcome if you're just joining us for this meditation. We're going to start with a little bit of massage with the neck and the face. We'll do a tiny bit of kind of muscle workout with that face, and then we'll do a little guided meditation. So just bring yourself into a nice comfortable position, and actually if you want to lie down for the whole thing, you can. Otherwise you can stay seated, allow that spine to be long, allow the shoulders to be nice and relaxed. And just bring that focus into the breath. I'm going to inhale and exhale through the nose. And just allow that face just to relax. But just kind of allow the jaw to relax. Allow the mouth just to hang open slightly. Allow the eyes to be soft. Great. And then we're just going to take like a really big wide face. Like really wide with the mouth, wide with the eyes. You're really stretching out that whole face. And then make it really tiny and really small. And then again, really big. And then really small. And then just kind of imagine that you're either chewing a toffee or that you're just trying to do the most silliest faces ever. And you can involve your tongue. So it's just a way to really get into those little muscles that we don't often use in our face, but are really important to keep it nice and elastic and young looking. Feel like stretching out the top of the lip, the bottom lip, just taking the mouth over to one side and then the other. And you can work the eyes in there a little bit. Big grin with the mouth. Maybe a really sad face just for a moment. It's just really to try and get into all the small corners of the face. So furrow, like frown with the eyebrows and then raise them. Your face starts to ache a little bit. Great. As I say, you can involve the eyes. Involve the tongue as well, so bringing that tongue out and stretching it right out. And taking it over to one side and then the other. Again, you'd be surprised how much tension we hold in this huge muscle known as our tongue. See if you can take the tongue towards the nose and then down towards the chin. And then just A little wipe of the face if you need to. And then let's just give that face a nice little bit of TLC. We're just rubbing nice and gently the eyebrows, the forehead, just sort of bringing those fingertips away so they're in the middle and then they're opening out. And you can sort of go down the whole face doing that. Opening the sinuses in the nose, so you're pulling as if you're pulling the cheeks away, giving that little facelift in the eyes. And again, you can bring that round to the mouth. There's nothing too aggressive, but you're just working those muscles. You can bring the thumb underneath the jaw now if you want. Just pressing, so it's almost like you're following the jawline. Pressing those thumbs up. And then just take the fingertips around to the back of the jaw, into that space behind the ears, that sort of squishy space between the skull and the jaw. Yeah, just kind of working the little fingertips around that space. Again, it can be an area that's quite tense. And then just taking those fingertips around the back. And keeping the thumbs at the front, the fingertips around the back. And keep that breath flowing in and out through the nose. And then just taking that little massage into the tops of the shoulders, into the sides of the neck. Again, just kind of finding any areas that are particularly tight. You want to bring that massage around to the front of the chest, kind of work around any tightness that you might have there. Or into these kind of the bits at the shoulder right here. So you might want to take the opposite hand and massage that thumb into that top of the shoulder there. It's kind of where the shoulder meets the arm. And then on the other side. And then just allowing the arms to relax. And just allow that face again just to settle. And if you want to take yourself onto your back, you can, and lie down. If you want to stay seated, you can. Just allowing those shoulders to drop. Feel yourself being supported by the floor in whichever position you're in, whether you're lying on your back. Just really feel how much the floor is supporting you. You can just let go. And if you're seated, again, just feeling your legs and your bum just on the floor, being completely supported by the floor. And let's just bring our focus into our breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And feel the whole face relaxing. The forehead and the eyebrows, the eyes nice and soft, the lips and the jaw and the tongue. allowing the breath to be nice and light. The shoulders and the chest. The back and the belly. The hips and the legs. The knees and the feet. Your whole body as if it's melting into the floor. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, allowing the breath to become lighter. Let's bring your focus into any sounds that you can hear that are far away. Sounds of any neighbors or cars, the hum of a laptop or fridge. Now focus on a sound that's close to you, the sound of your heart or your breath, your clothes rustling on your skin. You focus and you hear your heart beating and you feel it beating. Imagine a picture of your heart beating slowly and rhythmically, calm and even. Your heart is a source of energy, pumping life into your whole body. And your breath brings in new energy that circulates and revitalizes. Your heart is strong. Now imagine a picture of the sun, big, bright, luminous. The sun brings energy to all life. Take yourself to somewhere in nature, perhaps an open field with luscious green grass, or by the sea on a beach. Anywhere, a place that you feel at home in, at peace. You lie down. You can feel the heat of the sun on your face. It's warm and calming. The rays from the sun gently soak into your skin and fill your whole body with warmth. You feel a sense of happiness and vitality as your heart absorbs those golden sun rays. It pumps energy into your body, into your bloodstream. You feel light, strong. Your eyes are filled with a fire of passion. Your skin sparkles. Your spirit is lifted. You are happy and content and at peace with yourself and the world. With this energy, you can face anything. And start to bring some awareness back into your body. Allow this positive energy to circulate through your body. And you can enhance that positive energy with thoughts and acts of kindness, compassion, and love, both for ourselves and for others. And know that in life you can accumulate positive energy by just being still. Pause. Take a moment. Picture the sun. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel your breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. And keep that thought with you. You are energy. You are vitality and life. You are strong, beautiful, and forever changing. Smile, knowing that you can renew your energy anytime you need. And if you like, you can open your eyes. Otherwise, you can stay where you are and enjoy a few more moments of relaxation. Thank you. If you are able to donate for the session, you can do that via the website, www.yogawithmariagray.com. Thank you for all the donations. It's really helping keeping the sessions going. I really wish you a pleasant day. Enjoy your Friday. Thank you. Namaste.